Every single time you flush the toilet, you are potentially throwing away a vital medical report that could save your life. Your urine isn't just liquid waste. It's a real-time chemical readout of your kidneys, your prostate health, and your metabolic state. Most people ignore these signals until they are doubled over in pain or facing a permanent decline in their renal function. In this deep dive, we are stripping away the medical jargon to decode the specific warning signs that indicate your internal filters are struggling. If you have noticed even a slight shift in your daily routine, you cannot afford to look away from what your body is trying to communicate. I am breaking down 5 critical indicators that act as an early warning system for everything from kidney stones to silent prostate enlargement. We will analyze the clinical science behind color, texture, and consistency without the usual fluff or fillers. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what a high-performance, healthy system looks like and the specific steps to take if your results are currently off the charts. I'll also reveal a quick medical strategy to protect your renal reserve, so make sure you stay tuned until the final breakdown. Persistent foam or lingering bubbles in the toilet bowl is the first major red flag that your kidney's filtration units are failing. While a forceful stream can cause temporary bubbles, thick, soapy foam that doesn't disappear indicates that protein, specifically albumin, is leaking out of your blood. Think of your kidneys as a precision-engineered mesh. When that mesh is damaged by high blood pressure or sugar, large molecules slip through. In the clinical world, this is known as proteinuria, and it's a primary indicator of nephron scarring that can lead to chronic renal failure. For men over 60, this sign is often exacerbated by an aging prostate that forces the bladder to work harder, increasing internal pressure. If you see this foam consistently, your filters are under massive stress and are no longer able to maintain the body's essential protein balance. Ignoring this visual warning is like ignoring a smoke detector. The longer you wait, the more irreversible the damage to your internal plumbing becomes. You must treat this as an urgent signal to check your filtration rate before the damage spreads to your entire vascular system. Every foamy flush is a cry for help from your kidneys that they are being overwhelmed by metabolic waste and structural breakdown. Waking up to find your urine is a deep, dark amber or honey color is a loud signal that your system is dangerously concentrated. While simple dehydration is the usual suspect, a persistent dark pigment often points toward a struggle within your liver or bile ducts. Clinically, this dark hue can be caused by bilirubin spilling into your kidneys because your liver is too stressed to process it correctly. This isn't just about drinking more water, it's about the synergy between your detoxification organs and your circulatory health. For older adults, this dark concentration can irritate the bladder lining, leading to the symptoms of an overactive bladder or worsening an existing BPH condition. When your urine stays this dark, the acidic environment increases the risk of calcium oxalate crystals clumping together to form painful kidney stones. It indicates that your metabolic pathways are sluggish and your body is struggling to flush out toxic byproducts efficiently. This pigment shift is a foundational clue that your internal processing plant is operating at a dangerous chemical capacity. If your hydration doesn't fix the color within a few hours, your kidneys are likely being forced to handle a heavy load of unfiltered waste. Seeing any trace of pink, red, or rust in your urine is a medical emergency that demands immediate investigation, even if it happens only once. This is hematuria, meaning red blood cells are escaping from your kidneys, your ureters, or your bladder lining due to trauma or inflammation. In many cases, this is the first physical sign of a kidney stone physically scratching the delicate internal walls of your urological tract. For men over 60, this reddish tint is frequently linked to a severely enlarged prostate that has become vascular and prone to minor bleeding. It can also signify a silent infection that has traveled from the bladder up into the renal pelvis, putting your entire filtration system at risk. Blood is never a normal component of human waste. Its presence means the barrier between your blood and your bladder has been breached. Even if the bleeding is painless, it is a critical signal that your urological plumbing has a structural issue that needs a professional scan. Whether it's a small stone or a more complex cellular growth, your body is using this color to stop you in your tracks. Ignoring red urine is gambling with your long-term health when your body is clearly flagging a significant internal injury or blockage. Cloudy, murky, or turbid urine is a clear sign that your body is fighting a high bacterial load or a significant mineral imbalance. Healthy urine should be transparent. When it turns milky, it usually means white blood cells and bacteria are flooding the system to fight an infection. This is incredibly common in men with BPH, as an enlarged prostate prevents the bladder from emptying fully, creating a stagnant pool where bacteria thrive. That stagnant environment is the perfect breeding ground for UTIs that can quickly migrate upward and cause permanent kidney scarring if left untreated. Cloudiness can also be caused by microscopic crystals, the literal seeds of kidney stones that are preparing to crystallize into larger, painful obstructions. It indicates that the chemical equilibrium in your bladder has shifted, allowing minerals to fall out of solution and form sediment. This murkiness is a signal of active biological resistance and a warning that your urinary tract integrity is currently under siege. When the transparency vanishes, your internal environment is no longer in a state of healthy balance, leading to increased inflammation and discomfort. Monitoring this clarity is one of the easiest ways to catch a silent infection before it turns into a full-blown systemic crisis. The scent of your urine is an often ignored diagnostic tool that can reveal metabolic dysfunction long before you feel any physical pain. A strong, ammonia-like pungent smell usually means your urine is sitting too long in the bladder, often due to prostate-related emptying issues. If the scent is strangely sweet or fruity, it's a clinical indicator that your kidneys are dumping excess glucose because your blood sugar is out of control. This sweet signal is a classic warning of metabolic stress that can lead to rapid kidney damage and vascular complications if not managed. On the other hand, a foul, musty odor almost always points to an active infection or a significant shift in your bladder's bacterial environment. While certain foods can change the smell temporarily, a persistent and aggressive odor means your chemical waste is not being processed correctly. This olfactory evidence is a key part of your health report that shouldn't be dismissed as a temporary quirk of your diet. It serves as a microscopic preview of the bacterial and chemical environment that your delicate renal tissues have to endure daily. Keeping track of these changes allows you to stay ahead of metabolic shifts that could severely impact your longevity and filtration efficiency. To maintain a high-performance system, your urine should ideally be a pale, straw-colored yellow and as clear as a glass of water. This level of transparency proves that your kidneys are filtering at peak efficiency and your prostate isn't obstructing the natural flow. There should be no foam, no sediment, and absolutely no reddish tones, regardless of how much coffee or protein you have consumed. This gold standard indicates that your glomerular filtration rate is in a healthy range and your bladder lining is free from inflammation. It shows that your body is successfully clearing toxins without putting unnecessary pressure on the delicate nephrons that make up your renal reserve. For anyone over 60, achieving this clear, pale stream is the ultimate sign that your foundational health is stable and you are in harmony. It is the visual proof that your internal filtration plant is operating perfectly and keeping your blood team free of dangerous metabolic debris. This state of clarity means your vascular health is supporting proper blood flow and your detoxification pathways are wide open. When your urine looks like this, you can be confident that your body is effectively managing its internal chemistry and protecting your long-term vitality. If you have detected any of these 5 dangerous signs, the time to act is now, before the damage becomes a permanent fixture. Start by cutting out bladder irritants like artificial sweeteners and dark colas that put unnecessary stress on your prostate and kidneys. A simple, low-cost urinalysis can provide more clinical data than years of guessing, so make it a priority to get tested. Your kidneys do not regenerate their filters, so every proactive step you take today is an investment in your future independence and health. I want to see your questions in the comments. Have you noticed these changes? And what steps are you taking to support your urological health? Join our community of health-conscious individuals by hitting that subscribe button so you never miss a deep dive into your body's silent signals. In the next video, I'll be revealing the top 3 superfoods that can actually shrink an enlarged prostate and strengthen your bladder naturally. You don't want to miss that roadmap for total renal and prostate protection, as it is the final piece of the longevity puzzle. Thank you for tuning in to this clinical breakdown, and remember to pay attention to what your body is telling you every single day. I am Dr. Ethan, and I'll see you in the next video to help you build a stronger, healthier version of yourself.